Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Nerd. I'm Dr. Zombie and Austin Seth with my co-host
JJK Junior Wolf.
And we have a guest today, Walton's mom.
Yeah, everybody say hi to Walton's mom. Yeah, if you want to meet her, join the Nerd Rant Discord.
We both got sodas. Except mine's from my own Xbox mini fridge.
Yep, and mine is from the box that I currently have sitting next to my desk.
I also have a box. Well, I did. But it's all in the fridge.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, new season. We're talking about Fortnite. Like, I'm not going to make a joke because we have way too much to talk about.
Yeah.
So I'd say this is a pretty loaded season. Let's start off with that. This is the first things first. I'm enjoying it. How about you? Like, just go straight into it.
This has been absolutely one of my favorite starts to a season ever.
It's been my least favorite, but also favorite. Let's start with that. Let's start with the launch, shall we? Because the launch is probably also the most scuffed launch we've had to all time.
Yep. So, obviously, every season, we got a little bit of downtime. It usually happens at 3 or 4 in the morning, and it lasts a couple hours long. Usually, I think the most that on a normal case it is 4 hours.
That sounds right. Sometimes it's a little bit longer to 6, right? Like, starts around 4, maybe 8, 9, 10. But generally by 10, the servers are up.
Yep. Now, this one was a special case, and nobody really knows why. This one lasted almost 24 hours.
Just a little bit.
Almost an entire day of downtime. That is insane.
So I want to say the reason I hate it is because new season launch, I know it's going to take a little bit longer, right? But I'm like, okay, so I had to work. I'm like, let me just go to work at 3 o'clock in the morning so that way I can be done and have most of my afternoon. Because by the time I'm done and get home and maybe have a little nap by like noon, 1, it should be good. Not only did I get multiple messages throughout the day by JJ saying, hey, it's been delayed by a lot. We had a whole second update. It did not start till, 9 p.m.?
Yeah, I think it was closer to 10:30.
I streamed 6 hours the first, when it opened, which means I didn't get done till, 6, 7 o'clock in the morning by the time I put some shorts and put, my first win video up.
Yeah, no, we were up late.
And then I wanted to stream the second day with my friend, stream some comp, so then I just wake up. So I will go to bed at 7, I wake up at noon, I stream for 8 hours, and it was just a rough weekend.
Yeah. However, it was very nice to finally have a season that it's exciting to get up and play.
Yes.
I feel
like I just
should...
opened up Fortnite, so let me know if you need anything. I
have my game open on the side here too.
Yeah. I was thinking, probably should keep this open in case we need to check out the name Battle Pass and like that.
It's worth noting, obviously, we're going to talk about some things here. I have been looking at leaks. Seth has not. Are you back on Twitter yet or no?
Yeah, I was back on. I told you I was back on Twitter during the stream. After I checked all the mythics and got a win.
Forgive me, I had a deathly headache.
That's unfortunate. So generally what I do, and I'm going to try to keep doing for the people that are confused, when we start seeing the new teasers, I generally stop being on Twitter because I want to, especially the umbrella, right? I want to get my first win and see the umbrella. I don't want to see the umbrella 3 days before the season.
Mm-hmm.
Same with any events or something like that. So I went in not knowing any of the mythics. I inferred some stuff based on what you and Jaden were saying, but I didn't really know much. But then I get on Twitter. However, it's kind of impossible to catch up on 4 days worth of leaks, especially with the new season.
Yeah.
So there's a lot that I did miss and I'm still catching.
Mm-hmm. So there might be some things that I know that he doesn't, or stuff that I've seen that he hasn't yet. So we'll probably go over a bunch of those. There are some topics we're going to avoid until a later date.
Anyway, so where are we going to start? Let's start with these game modes. Let's just get them out of the way, take a few minutes, get them out of the way. Festival, nothing changed, right? Except maybe some music was leaked.
Yeah.
Lego, I didn't see anything else. Did you see anything else?
Actually, the bundles.
The bundles. Stupid. They're stupid. They are a freaking scam. You're telling me I gotta spend real life money on a digital Lego set?
And on top of that, it's not even something that you can just build. You have to go and collect resources in-game in order to build the thing that you paid for.
And it's just more clutter. We talked about this last time. It's just more clutter on the item shop. It is like, how many pages? Oh my god, bro. Cool. They're cool, but should they be money? No.
They should 100% be something you can unlock in-game.
This is where we need, like, that currency per game mode. If there was a Lego currency to buy it, cool. Like, imagine you broke stuff and you got a little bit of studs every time you broke something.
That would be awesome.
I wouldn't mind that if you had to buy it with 3 in-game currency. But to spend real-life money on a digital Lego set that you have to then grind just to get the resources to then spend building? No.
Yeah. It's not the best idea. However, we all know that people are going to buy it, which means they're going to keep doing it.
So, Lego. Again, there should be some bigger news coming eventually. Festival, nothing changed. Save the World got a few updates. Here's a little bit. Hurling's in Save the World now. That's great. Looks like there should be some stuff coming soon. I haven't really checked too much. I might stream or something and go over the updates when we get like a proper update. But I'm saying that first because we're going to end all the game modes together with rocket racing, which is probably the most confusing. So let me pull it up. We got a new car.
We did get a new car. Cool. Yep.
Dominus GT.
Yeah.
All I hear when I hear Dominus is that hat in Roblox.
I thought the same thing, yeah.
I'm going to be honest, Jaden, if you're listening, sorry, not sorry.
Yeah.
The Dominuses were big. Do you remember the Dominus song? That was the parody of Friends.
Oh,
that was a great song.
No,
anyway,
it's an alright car though.
It's a cool. So that's not the confusing part. The car is fine. The confusing part is the fact that we're still in Season 0.
Yep, with no outlook on when the heck Season 1 is supposed to be.
There's not a single bit of news on any of the blog posts, or even the Rocket Racing blog post with the new car. There is no information.
Yeah. Which, however... okay, I kind of expected it to be, like, different, right? They're not going to update all of their seasons at the same time. That makes no sense, which is why, the festival mode updated early. It got its second season early, and then... this season, and I was thinking maybe once this launched, we'd have a teaser or an announcement that like, oh, and Rocket Racing Season 1 is coming in like a week or two.
But, and here's the other thing. The thing that's confusing is they did extend the dates of things. So like, it was originally planned, I think. Maybe. For the quests at least. But they were extended to April 9th, which I'm gonna guess is when it's over. I just opened up, but I didn't see this before. Ranked in Season 0 tune-up quests now have an expires soon thing. And then speed run is 3 weeks and 4 days, which would go to around April 9th. So maybe that's when we're going to start Season 1.
Yeah, however, we do get the update that brings core, I believe, actually is April 2nd. So it's possible with that update they're gearing up for the Rocket Racing.
So mid-season will be Rocket Racing. I just wish there would be a little bit more, like, because, so I was really mad. I'm like, I'm going to have to grind. Imagine the people that are grinding hard to get Unreal before then. It's like, oh, sorry, you have 2 more weeks, 3 more weeks. You have a whole month. Like, when you have stuff that's timed, you should know how much time you have. And we don't know how much time we have for Rocket Racing.
Yeah.
That's just my big thing, because I'm like, okay, so now I'm going to grind and try to get a little bit higher, because I'm only Plat 1. But I wish I would have known, because I was kind of bummed. I'm like, I'm not going to be able to grind all these. Well, no, I have a month left for these quests.
Yeah.
That's really it. No news. It's just the lack of news that I wanted to mention. A little annoyed at that.
Yeah.
But I think that's everything, right? Now we could spend the next 50 minutes on VR?
Absolutely. I'm so hyped for this.
I know you don't want to. Do you just want to start with the blog post on comp just to get that out of the way? Then we can spend the rest of the time. So we got lots of tournaments coming up for ranked, which I have been playing a good bit. I got to Plat 2. I already got a ranked win too. There's a video on my channel. I'm going to be playing a lot more ranked this season, especially when I get to Unreal. I can casually play because I can't degrade. However, they did nerf. I don't know. Did you see those mentions on what changed with ranked?
No, I have not.
So they made it harder in higher ranks, Elite, Champion, Unreal, like to get up there. And they also nerfed getting more points when you die without taking damage. And that is probably because Laser Beam got the Hoid Unreal without moving once. He landed in a tree, and not only... So, like, Push Camp Dad does that too, right? But he swims. He literally unbound his WASD and sat there. And then he learned if he breaks the tree and kills himself, he gets more points than taking damage from someone else. So they nerfed that, which for me, not a problem, because I'm going to be fighting people, especially off spawn. Like, I'm going to be fighting and getting points that way, but that's kind of funny. And then, like I said, harder. We do have Major 2, which is looks like it's starting April 12th. FNCS Major 2, I'm guessing, I'm not too sure, is like last year. Every season, we're going to have like a major, and then certain people will qualify to then go to the multi-million-dollar LAN at the end of the year. I'm guessing that's what Major 2 is, which is crazy to think that it's April 12th. That is less than a month into the season, and we are already at FNCS. And we just had FNCS, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
That's really fast-paced for comp, which I don't mind. Rank Cups are coming, and let me pull up quickly on here. Are you going to try to do the Rank Cups again?
I might.
You didn't do it last. So they did change the Rank Cup rewards a little bit. It looks like, because we get like 3 loading screens and then the glider. So some free rewards. I'm going to be doing it anyway, and hopefully I can play with Rex, and we might be able to get like 300 points or something, because you have like 3 hours and unlimited matches.
Yeah.
Solo Rank Cups, they have all the times. Mix Up Mondays, which, from what I understand, which we'll talk about this later, the Midas Revenge Floor's Lava game mode? Apparently, that is going to be one of the Mixed Up Mondays tournaments. Which would be awesome. I'm not going to play it, because that's going to be sweaty. That is going to be so funny, seeing all these pros. It's not going to be for cash, it's just fun, but to see that extra addition of the points on Floor's Lava, that's going to be really fun. Cash Cups, Victory Cups, everything else, Console Cups, whole bunch. We have all the dates, but yeah. And then looks like I get a Gold Trooper popsicle placed for the PlayStation Cup.
Brilliant.
And then we get a WOTE tournament, which has a $75,000 prize pool. And the qualifier is the 16th, and the event is the 23rd. That's pretty much all the comp. I'm going to be playing a lot more comp, so I'll let you guys know later, especially when FNCS happens, but that's really it. Okay.
Now we can move on to the new season.
Which order? Because we have about 50 different things this time. We got guns, we got movement, we got skins, we got future events.
Let's start with, before we hop into any gameplay elements, let's talk about the skins and, like, the Battle Pass.
It sucks, worst Battle Pass ever, says Jaden, and me, who has been through pretty much all the seasons too, saying it's gonna be peak. And who was right, Jaden?
Me. I was right.
We were very much right.
Dude, this is I'm gonna wait until I'm at the end to really say, but this might be one of my favorite battle passes like ever.
I definitely have nostalgia bias, but I also just don't like the way the styles do. I still like the way Chapter 1 did its like Tier 1 styles, like progression. There's no really progression skins in this. Or crazy customizable items, like a pickaxe, glider, something. So that definitely brings it down a bit. Not saying it's bad, it's definitely one of the better ones. I can guarantee it's one of the better ones, but compared to some Chapter 1 stuff, I still like that.
Yeah.
But let's go through, let's just talk about the skin and the set real quick. So let's start with Cerberus. Hate the glider.
I also hate the glider. I love the color scheme, but you hang from it.
You hang. I thought it was gonna be like Ghost Rider, because I have one. Like, oh cool, I get like 4 more colors for a motorcycle glider. That's awesome. No, you hang from it.
Yeah, no, I hate when they do that. It's like they make this cool glider that looks like it'd be awesome to like ride on, and then it's like, actually, you ride this nowhere near what it looks like.
But anyway, we got a lot to go over. So, skin, what do you think? Because you're going to care about this more.
One of my new mains, honestly. It's a wolf, and it is flashy, and I love the color scheme. So, absolutely, I'm going to be using this a lot.
I love the concept. It's just too big. Like, the hair gets in my way. I'd rather not. Do like it, though. It's like, if I want to use a meme skin, I'd rather use something like this as my meme skin than Fish Thick or something. So, I will use this, just not that much. However, the second style, I told Jaden this. What do you think about the second style? Not together, but what skins do you think it could possibly go with? The gold and blue.
Gold and blue. I should know this.
Chapter 4, Season 3.
Yeah.
The super styles, bro. The super styles are gonna go so well with these.
Oh my gosh, you're right.
I told Jaden, I keep doing this. Jaden just gets blown away every time. It's like, I know. That's what I care about more than the skin. Because like I said, the skin's cool, but I'm excited to see these, which I could get, but I'm not going to. Because there's some stuff I want to get first. So let's move on. Aphrodite. What do you think on Aphrodite?
I like the skin. I liked the concept, the art better, because it was more like asymmetrical and had a bit more uniqueness to it. But I still definitely like the color scheme of this one, and they definitely pulled off, the look of Aphrodite.
Yeah. I was telling, Jaden was saying, it's like the one skin from Season 4, the one spy.
Yeah.
It's like identical to her, but better, because I actually like this. It's like a solid gold. It's not like this bright plastic gold. It's like proper gold. And I really like the white. Like, I don't know what color it would be. But I really like the white. So I've been using this mostly. I like the wrap. The second style, though, bro. The Immortal is pretty much the name for all of them, which is kind of cool.
I do not like the second style.
No.
Is
it too
not.
bright?
It is too bright. It's like, I understand why they kind of went like this, but I feel like the skin should not be pink. Keep the hair pink, keep the dress pink, but the skin being pink, it makes her look like a mushroom.
That's rough. I like it. I want to use the first one more, but I like it. Love the glider. I love how... Kind of disappointed, though, because here's something I don't know if you noticed. All the pickaxes aren't normal pickaxes. They're all swords, spears, dual wield. There's no, normal pickaxe or glider.
I guess you're right, yeah.
Which kind of... iffy on. So yeah, cool surfing glider. Poseidon, Fortnite Poseidon.
Yep. It's a meme skin.
I have a problem with it. I actually have a really big problem with it. What rarity is it, JJ?
Oh, it's not Slurp
It's not
series.
Slurp! It's not Slurp! Dude, how many Slurp items do we have? I legitimately told Jaden this. I think they forgot Slurp was a thing, because the last Slurp item was that one free pickaxe, and before that was a skin bundle in Chapter 2, Season 7. I legitimately think they forgot Slurp was a rarity.
It's very likely, yeah.
Because I'm last time I had a Slurp Battle Pass was Chapter 2, Season 1, and then they had that one style for the chicken. It is such a forgotten series, which is so sad. I'm also sad that the one style that I didn't get of the pickaxe was purple. I have the red and blue, but I don't have the purple. Which is rough, because the second style
is purple.
Poseidon is purple.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's move on, because we got a lot to go on. Medusa.
I think that they nailed Medusa as a character, absolutely. The snake hair is so cool.
Oh,
Gives
yeah,
me the vibes of Maven, I think it was, back in Chapter 2, Season 5.
Yeah, I think so.
But yeah.
It
looks awesome. I like the second style much better. I just think she looks better armored.
Yeah, I know me and Jaden kind of were separated. I like the armor of the second style, but the colors of the first style. And he was opposite. He liked the colors of the second style, but the armor of the first style. Which stinks. I mean, we can always see if when we get it, I don't have it. Maybe you can choose the colors in this clothes.
Yeah, that's
Probably
possible.
not. I don't like the emote because I don't like the mech snake.
Yeah.
It should be a real snake. That's my only complaint with the skin, really.
That's Fortnite, making it their own in a way.
Which is whatever. Let's go into Zeus. Zeus is very iffy.
Yeah, this is probably my least favorite skin in the Battle Pass, which is saying something when we have a giant slurp beast as Poseidon, but I just think he's too simple. In a Battle Pass where we literally have a person with snakes for hair, somebody who turns into a pink beast, and Cerberus the wolf, we just have,
He just has shotgun shells.
Man.
Like, why does he have shotgun shells and grenades? He's Zeus. He's literally... Or why is his pickaxe not thunder? Like, why is it not literal lightning? What is this weird gauntlet thing? However, I also told Jaden this. I like the guitar you get with it. However, I wish we would get more variety, because all the free stuff practically has been guitars and basses, which is kind of annoying. I will say, though, the glider for Zeus is amazing. I love the glider, and I can't wait to get it.
It is so cool. It's like any skin that's kind of I can speak. That is that shade of blue. It'll look so good with it.
So that's gonna be great with my PlayStation skins, all those blue ones. Maybe not the shade, but like just good blue with my umbrella. Second style is according to Jaden, which I completely agree with, Soldier 76.
Oh my gosh, you're right. I didn't even think about that. You're so right. Oh my gosh.
It's rough out here, bro.
What? Oh my word.
Anyway, quickly going to the wrap. It's Intriggerate because it looks awesome.
Trigger. Oh wow. Oh yeah, that is cool.
And then the emote too, the Tempest Flight, also looks cool.
Yeah, his set is awesome. I love his set. The skin is just not great.
I agree. Skin is first style is definitely better. The set. However, I think both me and Jaden's maybe favorite, this is maybe my second favorite, is the next one. Artemis.
Dude. She is so awesome. Oh my gosh.
So she's cool. Again, we're already at 20 minutes. We
got this.
We got this. Okay, pickaxe. I don't like the pickaxe. I don't like the one-handed. It just feels a bit weird. Visually, it's cool. I just don't like that type of pickaxe.
That's fair.
Cool.
Yeah,
okay, your thoughts on... Yeah,
it's
cool.
It's Artemis. The emote is cool.
Oh yeah, emote's great. I think this might be my favorite emote of the Battle Pass.
All the sparkles. Skin is so awesome. I'm always a fan when they incorporate the galaxy with solid colors. I didn't really like the full galaxy skins, but I also didn't like how little galaxy there was on that one, like...
So...
That one, like...
The
one
archer,
that had
the other archer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't like that one. This is perfect. This is the right amount of balance between that solid and galaxy colorings.
So actually, now that you mention that, I wonder what that pickaxe goes with her.
Ooh,
the one-handed. But honestly, this is where it's going to be nice. I can't wait for another month or two when I get like the dual-wield swords and everything in the galaxy style. Because this is where it's going to be nice. All that
Absolutely,
stuff. Let's move on.
Second style. I love the red coloring of her armor. I'm not a fan of the red galaxy effect as much, but I love her bandana as well.
I would say it's more like solar. This would be more like solar. So, same thing with the pickaxe, glider, same thing. Not glider, back bling. I don't like it as much, and again, I hope we get the style, because I hope we can get the mask up with the galaxy.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
Get the hood. That'd be awesome. But, the glider, bro, I wanted the goblin one, but I never got it, and this is that, but it's going to be so much better.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that one will also kind of go well with the Hawkeye one, which got a terrible glider, so...
So... Tier 100 / like the last skin. I do want to mention, which I'm kind of confused about, but we'll see. We didn't get Ares.
I know why.
Come on.
Oh, is it gonna be a skin? I figure it's a skin.
He
later
is
on.
the next crew pack.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I don't mind that. That's good.
Yep.
Cool. Fits with the season. I'm happy with that. Let's get some themes in the crew.
Yeah.
I just want to say that because I was kind of surprised when I was going through. I'm like, where is Ares? He's on the map.
Yes, he's going to be our next crew pack, and his you know how they've each had like a unique second style. He's going to have his copper armor as the base, and then the kind of blackened copper armor when you fight him as a boss. That's going to be his second style.
Okay. So I'm excited to see that. We'll mention that when it comes out. It's only March 11th, so we have time.
Yeah.
But the tier 100 is Hades, which is, again, a very unique take by Fortnite on it.
Absolutely. I'm very, okay, I want to say this now because we're pretty much at the end of the Battle Pass here. All of these skins are not rip-offs of the legends. They're not rip-offs of somebody else's depictions of these characters. These are all so unique to Fortnite, and you can totally tell this is Fortnite style coming through.
We have
with
the
these
freaking slurp
characters.
dude that's beside it.
Absolutely.
So this one, I just say that because all the other ones have some kind of, other than Poseidon, have some kind of connection. Like Zeus does look like it, just a little bit more human. But the gas mask and all that part on Hades is so cool.
Absolutely. They definitely, found their own kind of spirit for this character, and it is working so well.
And I think it's going to have a big deal with the lore, too. Which, I don't know if you noticed, there is a door, and I think the underworld where you fight Hades, that is not, unlockable or breakable.
I did see that, yeah.
And I'm like, that is going to mean something. Maybe. Not guarantee. I would say guarantee, but do you remember the Foundation statue that also had a door?
Or
so
the
I'm not
bunker.
going to say guarantee until it happens.
Yeah.
Pickaxe. Love the pickaxe.
The
I'm excited to
keyblade's
see
kind
that.
of cool.
I think that is maybe the normal one. I don't know how you hold it. It might be a spear. But again, the instrument is a bass, like I was saying, all basses and guitars. But the second style
is freaking awesome.
Style's cool. But the glider, bro, this one I have seen, and this one is a cool glider.
Yes, you ride the freaking chariot with the horse in front. Like, that is awesome.
And there's other styles for this. So let's move in, because we have a lot more. Let's just quickly scroll through. Is there anything specific in bonus rewards?
Let's see here. We got the Zeus style. I think that is a much better style for Zeus. The white and gold kind of serves him better.
I like that.
This is my favorite Artemis style, the Elysian Artemis.
It's bubblegum.
I just love the pink and white. Like, pink and white works so well.
It's love it. I think I'm gonna like the Galaxy, but this one is definitely the other style.
And then purple Hades.
Oh, quickly the wrap for the Eternal Hunt.
Yes,
I like that. Yeah, I really
Galaxy
like that.
wrap.
And then Hades, dude, the purple.
I love the purple Hades. That looks so good.
And then you get the purple Chariot too. And we do actually have a new microphone, which is just, it's only one, and we have another one. I just wish maybe we can get a keytar, some drums, some other stuff, but I am happy we got a microphone. Super styles. So quickly go back in here before we go into quest rewards. Go to page 3. We can go to the loading screen to check all the skins to see what our 5 are going to be for super styles. So, me and Jane talked about this. I think the 2 that aren't are going to be Poseidon and Cerberus.
Okay.
Everyone else will. Because Poseidon, because it depends, and just based on how they do it, if it is the skin, the slurp skin just feels a little weird, and that goes for Cerberus too, just because he has so much going on the skin. It feels a little harder if you put a super style on versus everyone else.
I would argue that Artemis would be the second one, not Cerberus, because with Artemis, they would have to come up with a new galaxy effect for each of the 3 styles, and she already has 3 different galaxy effects on her. So I would argue that Artemis would be the second one, but I do agree on Poseidon.
But yeah, then everyone else. So we'll see. I think it's Cerberus, you think it's Artemis. We'll see. Both make sense though, right? We're going for the same point that they're a little bit more complex, so adding super styles are going to be a little bit harder.
Yeah.
No idea what the super styles are going to be, but
hop in the quest rewards then.
Quest rewards. Yep. Quest rewards.
Third Cerberus style, we got the traditional fire style. Looks cool. Not my favorite. Still like the original style.
And then we got the purple glider, the Galaxy.
And then,
however, what's interesting for what are you gonna say?
I was gonna say the flash of lightning wrap. It's another white and gold. It's just gonna go so well with almost all the skins this season.
And you can trigger that one too, right?
Yeah.
So what's interesting about this season with quest rewards is we don't actually know what the rest are.
Yep.
We're not gonna know for 40 and 55 days,
which is just so great.
I don't mind that. Something to anticipate. What possible styles and cosmetics are we going to get?
Yeah.
But then finally, Korra is going to be the secret skin. There's 2 pages, which is promising. We got a lot of news. Do we want to quickly mention it, or just want to wait?
Yeah, we'll wait until it's out.
Okay, wait. So Avatar's coming. We'll talk about that later. Anyway, that's the skins. Battle Pass. Out of 10, what are you thinking?
9.
I'm going to wait. I'm going to give it a 7, but I can easily go up just because I want to see what style combos I can do. Like, can I put the hood up? Can I not? And when I can see that, that's when I'll probably boost it higher. Because right now, just these 2 styles for everything, not the biggest fan of some of the combos. So if I can customize, like, the armor and the styles, color styles, I'm going to like it a lot more. But yeah, it's Battle Pass. Cool.
Hooray.
Quests, just quickly quest, nothing different. We got a story quest coming tomorrow for the first set, so that's cool.
We will probably end up talking about that at some point. I think it's going to come in 3 portions. Like, I think that's what our quest rewards are going to be working towards to some extent. I don't think this first batch counts, but I believe that's what it'll be, because our weeklies haven't counted
weekly,
yet.
And then, we'll have to wait and see. As long as it's not match quest, which, by the way, that's the one thing I did want to mention. Match quests are still here.
Yep.
Which is so infuriating.
Very.
But I'll allow. But no. So we were half an hour in. We did the whole battle pass. We did all the game modes. We have half an hour now to talk about gameplay. Do we just want to wait for story?
So we'll wait on story.
Okay. So we're just going to talk about gameplay for the next half an hour. So like I said before, I've played ranked, I've played pubs, I've played zero build, I've played build, I got a solo win, duo win, trio win, squad win, and ranked win. I've done all the things. I streamed for 7 hours the first day and 8 hours the second day. JJ has not played nearly as much, but he did play a good bit the first night.
I have played more than I have a lot last season, I will say.
Yes.
I'd say I think I've reached a third of the amount I've played last season in 2 days.
That sounds about right for you. Not me. Not me. I had like 150, 200 hours last season, and I didn't even play that much.
Last season was not very fun to me, but this one I can tell I'm going to love.
It was purely just because the ranks I was playing with people. If it wasn't for that, I probably wouldn't have played nearly as much as the end of the season.
Yeah.
Because I just didn't care about. But this season, we have some hope. So, what do you want to do? Do you want to go over the blog post, or we can just go down and talk about stuff as it goes in? Because it pretty much covers everything.
Yep, go ahead.
It starts with the POIs. So let's start with Mount Olympus. What do you think? Good POI, bad POI?
Fantastic POI, dude. The detail in this POI is
crazy.
Insane. You immediately, as you walk in, the marble floors have a rainbow effect. Like, around you, and it moves with you, and the light reflects off it, and this is without the lumens on. I don't have lumens on. I'm running 120 FPS, and it looks freaking stunning. Like,
I should
it is
try
insane.
lumens later today and see what chaos it's gonna bring.
Oh my gosh.
But I don't like these POIs as much, and that goes for the mythics as well, which we'll talk about later. However, I love Mount Olympus due to these are the radiant beams from the sky with the clouds. It's straight Mount Olympus because it's also the tallest point in the entire map, and you can get on the statue, which is terrible.
Did you see there's coral buddies up there?
Yep. So then the other one over there right near Mount Olympus is Brawler's Battleground. Oh, by the way, Mount Olympus has Zeus as the mythic. We'll talk about the specific mythics later, but that has Zeus. Brawler's Battleground. Ares. This one's alright. This reminds me of something from like Season 5.
It's a little bit simpler, it's just down there, but it definitely holds the same kind of architecture. You can definitely tell there's very connected threads between these two POIs. But it definitely feels like an arena, so it's really fun to fight the boss there just because of, the space you get to fight him in.
And I see, here it is. Oh yeah, Ares will be the April 2024 crew pack. Before we get to the other two, the ruins are also fixed. So they're all fancy and marbly and all that kind of stuff. They're nice. The other two POIs. Grim Gate. So this you fight Cerberus. And then the Underworld, you fight Hades.
Yep.
What do you think about these POIs? Because let me tell you, the off-spawn fights are terrible and amazing at the same time.
Dude, they are... It's so cool in these ones because there's so many levels, and it's so weave through this doorway, head up the stairs here, jump out this window. It's so fast-paced, and you can move around everywhere.
Yeah, which sounds annoying, but there's a mechanic that'll make it better, which we're going to wait. We're just talking about the map right now.
Yeah.
So we'll talk about that mechanic later.
Grim Gate, I think, is best for that kind of weaving gameplay. The Underworld, though, is so much fun. It looks just legendary.
I played for an hour ranked where I'm like, we got to land a good POI, and I want the mythics from here. So let's land Underworld, and we were not doing well. So I'm gonna let's give it a week. After an hour of struggling, let's give it a week because everyone's landing at these POIs. Learn how to use the mechanics. But yeah, the Underworld is a lot harder. Grimgate though, great. So let's see. So we got some new items. So let's start with the Thunderbolt of Zeus.
Definitely.
Solo, I think, is useless. Because you just get sniped, you get beamed. However, especially in build mode, I don't know if you noticed this, JJ.
It goes through walls.
It goes through walls. So solo, still not worth it. Still not worth it. Solo, but duo, if you have your teammate distract them, my god! If you finish them, if you knock them. Oh my god, that's what's happening while we were playing ranked.
I have some thoughts here, right?
Toxic.
I'm not against it going through walls. Absolutely. I think that is a great mechanic, and it's definitely something that makes this one a little bit more unique to the anime mythics we had before. Instead of it just breaking the build, it just goes through it. However, the way they have done this one is kind of infuriating because I can have 2 to 3 walls between me and this person. They throw one in my general direction, and it still hits me for 80 damage, which makes no sense whatsoever because...
The third.
Yeah, the third one.
The big charge
The 60s are the first two.
Yeah, the 40.
40. I think it goes 40, 60, 80, doesn't it? Or is it
I don't think it
240s
does
then
60. I think it's 240.
80?
However, JJ, there is another problem with this that even zero build must be worried about.
Really?
It can one-shot headshot.
It headshots?
I saw a clip from Zemi, and he went up in the air and he got one shot. He was at 250.
You can
He got one shot by
with
Zeus. It was the first shot too. It wasn't the charge up.
What?
I don't understand. This is the one clip I've seen. We'll get back to you when we have some more MythBuster videos out. But apparently, you can one shot headshot and zero build.
No, I mean, I think it could use some polishing in terms of how it goes through walls, but I definitely think it's cool that it does.
Again, though, the problem I have, though, is why isn't it ranked? Like, pubs go for it, but I just don't understand why they have to make ranked so much like pubs. Ranked should be different. But anyway, Gatekeeper Shotgun. I think it's good under one circumstance. Extended mags. If it does not have extended mags, I'm not picking it up. I tried, 3 shots is not enough for a shotgun.
I would say extended mag or increased reload speed. Like, if you have to have one. I've been using it pretty much both days. Like, I think it's probably my favorite shotgun in right now, just because it's focused like the original TAC shotgun was, which I really like. It has that tighter spread.
It's actually faster than the TAC, I believe.
But the only problem I've had with it is, like, reloading at inconvenient times, which can be helped if you have the extra 2 shots or if you have that increased reload speed, because it makes it fast enough that it feels almost like what shotgun was it?
I don't know what you're talking about.
The
Razor?
No. It was another like TAC-esque. What was it?
Auto?
Was it the auto? I don't know if it was the auto. Anyways, it feels fast enough to, reload mid-battle, or if you need to hide around a corner for like 2 or 3 seconds, you can do that, and it's not like going to get you killed most of the time.
Yeah. No, I was using the Mythic, which would have the fastest reload, and it just felt so slow. Also, worst Mythic. There is a Mythic one, this is Cerberus, worst Mythic, and that is specifically for that. I think if it was extended mags, it'd be much better, but it doesn't, and I just don't think... Again, though, JJ's pretty much you've only played zero build. What am I saying? You've only played zero build.
Yeah.
I've played mostly build mode with a little bit of zero build the first day. So build mode, just 3 shots just ain't enough, especially for the damage. The damage does not just... Now, don't get me wrong, it's a lot, but for 3 rounds, 150 for not even 145 headshot and 97 body shot, which is great if you had 8 rounds, like attack or something.
Yeah.
Why would I take that when I could take the pump, which is going to do like 190, and I have 6 shots with it?
Whereas in zero build, where you're kind of playing angles a little bit more and not pushing as much, you have that extra second or 2 to reload if you need to.
Yeah. And it does reload all at once, by the way, to throw 3 shots. So yeah. Harbinger SMG.
Whoa! Love this guy.
It's all right. It's nothing crazy. However, I have actually been using it almost as an AR based on another gun, which I'll talk about later. There's a mythic one at the Underworld with Hades.
Yes, I love this SMG. It is high damage, fast fire rate, and accurate enough. It's not like... I wouldn't say it's quite on par with the Stinger SMG. However, it is... If you add like the range accuracy mod to it does absolutely feel like it can be used across like 2 or 3 tiles, which is shocking for an SMG.
Oh, I was using it like 6 tiles. It's not great because the damage drop-off is also kind of abysmal compared to some other ones. There is damage drop-off. I showed you a clip earlier. I was spraying someone. I was hitting like 12.
Yeah.
It's cool. Like I said, based on with the snipers and the other gun we're going to talk about next, I can see myself using this SMG as an AR versus the burst. So we'll see. Need a little bit more time. I do think the burst is better though, because that's still in, and you have that hip fire attachment for that perfect hip fire. But the next one,
the Huntress DMR.
There's a mythic one dropped by Zeus. Yeah, so I generally hate DMRs because I just don't think they're good enough. And I still agree with that. Generally. However, now that everything has projectile, they have a little bit more validity to it. Like, it's valid picking it up. Except for this one. This one's on a whole other level. This is its own thing.
Yep, this one does so much damage. Like, it is mean when you use this against somebody, because it freaking, like, what, 112 headshot was it?
At green.
Yeah, at green, which is wow. Like that is a lot of damage.
Or maybe purple. Either way, it hits 100 every rarity. By the way, every 100 headshot. 103 maybe, 106. I don't know where it starts.
Yeah, which means two
like
headshots and they're dead.
They're in build mode. Zero build.
In build
you
mode.
Have a little bit extra. So I was tagging, like, even body shot's crazy. I think I hit the mythic or legendary. I hag somebody. I'm like, bobbing around a corner. 70 body shot is insane.
Yeah.
That's, oh my god. It is a little awkward, and it does shoot decently fast, but because of the projectile speed, it's nothing too crazy. You do have to actually know how to use it and lead your shot with it. So it's nothing too crazy, but if you saw this clip Jaden hit, and the one I hit, like if you time it, you can, like, we were hitting people out of the air easily. Yeah. You do have to, it definitely has to, some learning. Final gun, right? Yeah. Warforged AR. I love this thing. I like this so much better than the Striker.
Yes, I also love this. I think it could be better, like, long range. Like, it's not great at, like, super far, like, I'd say 200 meters and up. It's, like, not the best. However, anything in between there, you are going to be shredding.
Close to mid-range is crazy. So the reason I like it more than the Striker is because it does have a little less fire rate with more damage. So it has 10 less DPS. But because of less fire rate, I just automatically like it more. I can control the recoil more.
Yeah.
I've been liking it. I love the extended mags on this thing. I generally don't take extended mags, but 45 rounds in an AR?
Yeah.
You're just bleed through builds. Like, it's crazy. And it does have a high enough fire rate to bleed through builds. And then there's a mythic one dropped by Ares.
Yep.
Which
Great
is
gun.
definitely the best AR in the entire game.
Oh, yeah.
The mythic one. Like, that is insane. I think that's it.
Yep.
Let's skip the next one. Let's just talk about the guns that were stayed. So you have the Hammer Pump, Frenzy Auto, Nemesis AR, Thunderburst, the Sniper stayed, and the Ranger pistol stayed. And then let's talk about attachments. Then we'll talk about the one I know you're looking at and you're waiting on. So we did get some attachment changes. We got we switched a scope. We switched the 2x to a 2.1 times thermal, which you can turn thermal on and off. And you can put that on pretty much everything except the SMGs and pistol.
Yep.
What do you think about the thermal?
I like it. I think this is probably the best rendition of a thermal scope we've gotten so far. I think we had, like, one or two before this?
I've had, like, 4, 5.
Well, like, the first one was used on different weapons. It was the same scope, just on different weapons. I mean, actual different versions of the thermal. Because we had the original, what was it, just thermal
AR.
Thermal tac AR?
Thermal assault rifle. Not tac, just thermal assault rifle.
Okay.
We had the pistol, Nighthawk, with the thermal DMR.
Which all three of those, I believe, used the same thermal scope.
I think the Nighthawk had a little bit more infrared. It felt like it had more infrared. But yeah.
Yeah, and then we have this one, obviously, which is toggleable. And then we had the one... was there a different one? No,
I don't think there was.
That's it.
I think that's all the thermal weapons. Cool. I think I like the 2x more. It just feels a little weird with the square versus the circle. I think I'm probably just going to keep the hollow, probably. Yeah. It does have it feels like it has a lot more recoil. Like, I feel like if I'm using the same attachments with this or the hollow and, like, the AR, it feels a lot worse. And I don't doubt it. Like, it could. Makes sense. Like, why would you be able to beam with a 4x scope?
Yeah.
So, and then let's talk about your thing. I know you've been waiting.
Okay, the Wings of Icarus. These things are crazy. So to start, obviously they're wings, right? You can fly, and they have a durability of 300, and that goes down depending on what maneuvering you're doing in the sky. You can fly up, you can fly down, you can dive bomb your enemies, leaving like a ground pound kind of move.
And quick tip, if you want to save durability, if you ground pound the whole way down, that does not take durability.
But yeah, that'll do, I believe, 60 damage if you land a direct hit on them.
Sounds about right.
Knocks them back as well, so that can be useful. They do take fall damage if you knock them off a cliff with it, which is wild, because I died that way.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. But I feel like these things are pretty well balanced in terms of all of these things. Mobility, obviously, They are a very nice mobility item, but you can be easily shot down because I believe it makes your hitbox slightly larger. Because if they hit the wings, I believe that counts to shoot you down.
Not sure about that, but yeah, I think they're abysmal and I'm pretty much never going to pick them up. And that's just because, especially with me playing more ranked, it's stupid. Don't use this. Like, every single person I saw using them, we killed. There was not a single person that ran away from us, except when I had to reload my reload or something. If I'm using an AR for that extra damage range, he would have been dead. Every single person that has ever challenged or run away has died in the last 2 days that I've played.
There is a button you can use to roll left and right, and I think with the right tactics, you can evade shots. It just is all dependent on how, like, squiggly squid you're being, you know?
Yeah, it's just, I just don't think it's worth it. I just don't, every time we were playing ranked, and the guy tried to get up with the wings, and he died to a shotgun. What kind of ability lets you fly and you die to a shotgun?
Yeah, it definitely has to be used right, and it is more viable in different areas, but yeah.
Pubs and zero build, I feel like it's going to be a lot better, but just when you're playing against those competent players or ranked, don't pick it up. It's just, you're going to die.
And although using them is fun.
Yeah, using them is fun. Like, you can die. It even takes momentum, which is kind of cool. It takes your momentum. You can glide up, down, left, roll, all that. It's just, for an actual, like, competitive or, like, tactical side, it's pretty bad. I think if there wasn't such a delay in using it, it'd be better. Like, when you go up and you have to wait before you go forward, I think it'd be better. But yeah. And they did nerf it from day one, and not like a bad way. It's just a common sense way. You can't dive bomb from the floor. Yeah. Like, you could just, like, I'd accidentally dive bomb. It's like, oops, you have to actually be in the air now, which is good. Because imagine you're just like, oh, and it also breaks builds, by the way.
Yeah.
So, like, imagine you're just in a build and you just dive bomb on the floor and knock them back.
Yeah.
No thanks. So yeah, anything else?
All right. I think that's it for the wings.
So we did forget a mod. There is a new underbarrel which lets you ADS, which lets you walk faster while ADS. I think I'm gonna be putting this on my shotguns. With maybe the laser, like switching between those two. But that's really it.
Yeah. There's also the weapon bunkers, which are now where the mod benches are. Because obviously before they were in the vaults that you had to kill the bosses to get to, but now you have to, I believe it's just like, second, third circle? Third circle?
End of second, beginning of third, something like that, around that time.
There's like 3 or 4 bunkers randomly selected around the map that'll open up and you can go down there. I believe it marks it for multiple teams, so everybody will be trying to go there probably around the same time.
I think it marks everyone. Because it's just like it's just, here is the bunk. Because
everyone
I think
can see it, but I think it marks the closest one to you.
Okay. But I think what happens is there's a bunch of them on the map. I don't think all of them work every time.
Yes.
I'm not sure how it does it, but a few of them are selected. I don't know how you can predict it. I think I saw the one that did work. There's crates on the front. And
yes, it depends on the outside and the chains on the bunker. If you see a bunker that has chains around the door, that one's not opening that match. But if you see a different one that doesn't have chains, it's just closed, that one will be opening around third circle.
See, I'm just trying to figure out a way to do it from the air. I'm not going to be able to see the chains full gliding in.
They're big chains, bro.
I'm not going to be able to see them. But yeah, so you do that, and I did see you can apparently build all around it. So I saw Cypher was doing like his tutorial for the beginning of the season, and you can like box up before it even starts. Like, you can completely control it, which is great. Gonna be a little toxic, but great. There were some people that we were fighting in the bunker. I've already had some pretty crazy clips in there. I like the way they did this because that means you can't get these crazy overpowered attachments from start. However, like I said, there's certain guns that just suck without attachments. Like, I don't care about the new shotgun unless I have the extended mag.
Yeah.
I don't really like the burst unless I have the hipfire attachment. And now that's harder. And I don't know about you, I don't think I've seen any natural gatekeeper shotgun with the extended mags. I've seen it with people's custom, but I don't think I've seen any natural. And if it is, it's like epic or legendary. Like, it's high rarity. Which sucks, because at least the blue frenzy you can get extended mags. But yeah, I like it, and this is also where you're going to get your gold, by the way. You get your gold from these, good bit of gold.
There's also a lot of weapons down there.
Yeah, and this is where the bunker, like, So you get 3 rare chests, and then I think it's like 4 or 5 weapon cases. Yeah. Mythics. Medallions, I should say.
Yeah,
medallions. So medallions did change, and I don't know about you, but I've pretty much seen Twitter unanimously agree Season 2 is better.
Oh,
for mythics.
Absolutely. These mythics medallions are so much better than last season's medallions. I like it. I can English sure well. I like it so much better when it's, a passive ability rather than, you can now regen and you're marked on the map.
I mean, that is a passive ability.
Well,
that is a passive.
Okay. But like an ability that doesn't directly
slurp.
affect like your health or shield. It's something that is separate.
Yeah. So I do still think I liked last season. This is better, but compared to some people, I do think it was worth it. Even just one, because it reduced the need for shield and stuff. So you didn't have to take minis if you at least had one. You still get marked, and it does not do that anymore. These are only the abilities. So you don't get shield and the abilities. That'd be a bit much. I will say, I think you might be stronger with these 4 than the original 5.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Let's get into what these are. Let's start with Zeus. Zeus, you go for it.
Zeus is a lot of fun. Zeus, he is a mobility one, mainly. He gives you increased sprint speed and higher jump while sprinting. So he basically increases your mobility to 11. You're going to be moving very fast with this thing.
No fall damage, and from what I've seen, you regen sprint faster too, I think.
Yes, I believe so.
So that's great.
Yep.
And then Ares, which is the other one in that little corner of the map. That one, I'm still not super sure. From what I've heard, it increases your damage by 5%. That's about it. I haven't seen if it does anything else.
I believe that is it. It just increases all damage by 5%.
And I don't know how much 5% is. I mean, sure, it's not going to hurt, but I don't think it's worth the gun. But for the medallion, I don't think it's worth going for Ares.
Yeah.
The other two, though, which one do you want to start with, Cerberus or Hades?
Let's start with Hades. So Hades is crazy for them to throw something like this into, Battle Royale pubs specifically.
Yeah.
We're getting Siphon,
and even
we
more
are getting Hecka Siphon.
It's not Hecka Siphon, normal Siphon. I want to point that out.
Well, Siphon. I say that because we had the Siphon augments a little while back that did 15, 20 per kill?
Well, no, that was
per
hit. We didn't really have a lot on kill. It was mostly on hit.
Either way,
we had 4
the previous Siphon we've had in pubs
normal
is not
Siphon.
A lot, and so having
this
in
because
here,
we had normal Siphon in pubs before. This is normal Siphon.
When have we had normal Siphon in pubs?
In Chapter 1 for 3 seasons. We had normal Siphon on kill.
Chapter 1 doesn't
50. Yes, it does.
I don't count Chapter 1.
You're not an OG.
How dare you?
It's normal Siphon. It's kind of hearing that it's not in rank just naturally, but no, it is definitely, and I was so excited to see some tournaments because this is going to be a hot drop Siphon. I've already had it come in clutch just killing people. It's like, oh, I'm almost dead. Wait, no, I'm back at 100.
Yep.
It's great.
Very helpful.
So that's Hades, and it's only Siphon. That's it. That's the only thing. I just want to specify because Zeus did technically do multiple things. Then finally, Cerberus, which I think will be my favorite because I don't like the wings. We do have shockwaves. I don't really want to use flowberries because they're a bit janky. So I'm going to use Cerberuses. What is Cerberus? So now we can talk about this mechanic because we haven't talked about this yet either. So what's the mechanic, JJ?
So when touching the river Styx in the haze, just kind
any
of zone,
water in the whole
the green
underworld.
water.
The underworld,
you get basically 3 charges of a 0-point dash. So if you remember back in Chapter 2, Season 5 and 6, you had basically the crystals that you could consume, and then that would allow you to double tap your jump button and dash you forward. This is the exact same thing, except it gives you 3 charges of it that don't go away until you use them. And this is received from touching the water.
It's great because I save it, right? Because you can. I always try to jump in my water, and this is also where we are talking about those POIs. It is very chaotic because even the little streams going through the buildings that are unbreakable give you the effect. You always have the dashes, or you can easily recharge the dashes, and it is chaotic. With everyone just dashing around behind you. That happened to me. My first game. I'm like, oh, they're behind me now.
Now here's the chaotic part. apparently this River Styx is supposed to consume the entire map by the end of the season. It's going to be
let's quickly
insane.
open up the map and let's check this out. I don't like. Okay. No likey.
Yeah, no.
So
right
that's
now
gonna be-
it's like a third of the map is this River
Yeah, the
Styx.
whole top left, pretty
And
much.
there are so many other rivers around the map and different ponds and stuff that are still blue. If all of those become River Styx, it is going to be madness out here.
But anyway, so with that, the Mythic, it will recharge over time. It's kind of annoying because like these people just don't understand some of these crazy mechanics. Because the amount of people that are so confused, it's like, oh, it takes stamina. Oh, how is it working? It's like, guys, just sit there. You can see the skulls. Because so many people also have the lower graphics, and then they don't see the skulls as well. And I'm like, guys, there's 3 skulls around you. Those are your dashes.
Yeah, and it
Yeah,
just
so you get
slowly
infinite
regens up
dashes.
to 3 all the time, which is great.
So again, JJ saw my game early. I'm gonna be uploading that today or tomorrow. I got a few like wins that I want to upload the next day or two. But yeah, I kind of abused it. I don't know about you. You saw it. I was kind of abusing it. So I love it, and I think because it's just that passive. Yes, it's a little harder because you can't always do it. If you use it, you have to sit there and you have to wait. But I think I'd rather use the dash than the wings because it is so much harder. And you can build while dashing. So the moment I dash, I can box up. Whereas the wings, you're just kind of out in the open.
Yeah.
That's really it. I do want to mention, we do have, with all the mods, we do have weapon vending machines back. They give the same attachments from what I've understood. And the NPCs also give the same attachments. Shadow briefing. Briefing.
So these are basically just our bounty boards, essentially, from this season.
Yes
but
and
they
no.
work a little bit differently. So we have the typical bounty, right? It puts a bounty on a player. You can go and get gold for it. We have supply drops, which we can call. And then treasure maps, basically, where it marks buried epic chest you can go dig up. And what was the fourth one?
Driving. You get a
vehicle,
car and you gotta
yeah.
drive 500. Like, it's kind of random.
So it's
But I'll take it
basically
'cause it's
match
100
quests,
gold.
but like mini and gets you gold.
Yeah, I do want to say with supply drops coming back, I know JJ liked it. I don't like the supply drops because they don't give attachments. I don't know why they don't give
I
attachments.
feel like that's got to be a bug.
But it's not, because half the stuff didn't, the caches, no. There was multiple things that didn't give attachments last season either. I forget, was it supply drops? Maybe? There was something. There was multiple things. I'm like, just why doesn't this give attachments? Train's still blue, rarity, and island seems to change a little bit. I haven't really landed up there, but JJ said it's a little harder to cap because you can get it underneath, which I think you can get underneath before. I want to be honest. Like, I saw it, and you can go in the flow
underneath.
below.
You could go underneath, but you couldn't capture like the flag itself from underneath or prevent people from doing so from underneath. But now, if you go down that hallway, you can stand in there, and they can't capture it up top.
So, and then same loot, purple gold, they do give attachments. I think that's it. Talked about mobility, we talked about guns, we talked about the map, we talked about all the updates for the other game modes. And before we end, I did see a theory on Disney and how, you know how they've lost a lot of money the last few years, right? How do they make most of their money? By licensing. What if they're doing this because they're going to license all of it to UEFN, and you can buy the license in the Unreal store to then make whatever Mickey Mouse map, and that's how they're going to start making their money?
I don't think that's going to be the case because Disney is very careful with their IP because they want to keep it child-friendly, so I don't think they're just going to license it out to other people for a bit of cash. I think they're going to be a bit more protective over it. You might be able to use some stuff, but characters especially, I think they're going to gatekeep a little more.
We'll see. This is just a theory. I do see that because that makes sense because they have been struggling, and they clearly cannot do it themselves.
Yeah.
So rely on other people. That's really it. And with that, we also have an update. We're going to have the new pod uploaded on the Discord, which you should go join. Talk about the new season, maybe play with us, do something, and make sure you hit the bell and subscribe for everything so you can be notified on the specific platform that you like.
Absolutely.
And with that,
We will see
Okay, bye.
you later. Bye.